Hello everybody, welcome to Saint Spirit Gaming. My name is Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
And we are continuing Earthlock.
I'm ready to dive in. See what I did there?
To the underwater mile.
Yeah.
Minor bot. Huh.
Where's the major bot?
No. The other kind of miner.
Man, I'm just hitting those puns left and right. Brought my A game today.
But I guess there was supposed to be some sort of like drilling operation or something like that going on here. I don't know.
Yeah.
If my recollection of what was previously happening in this place is correct, then having a miner bot is not actually that odd.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't be programmed to just attack random people, though.
What is this? Probably another bot of some kind. Conductor bot.
Uh-huh. Runs the trains to bring the robots to work.
Stole a shard. What kind of shard? I don't know. Anyway. Critical. Nice. Let's get some more healing on Taika. Why not? Curse. All the status effects.
Ooh, that is really good,
actually. That it can actually be affected by. Yeah, so now that Taika has an ice ability, that also means using Curse can apply an additional status effect on the enemies.
Oh. Okay, interesting.
Because it says inflicts elemental damage over time based on elemental knowledge.
Interesting.
So
I
freezing,
like that.
drowning, electrocuted, burning, and it's immune to poison, but it would apply that if possible.
I like that. That's pretty cool. Which one are you missing? Burning, I guess? Or did you have burning too?
No, burning was definitely there, because... And I mean, Taika's got the fire breath.
Huh. So maybe you have all of them.
Yeah. It just maybe isn't showing the burning right now.
Yeah.
There might be a wind-based thing. I don't know.
Oh.
But
And maybe the bot resisted the fire too. Like, it's a chance you can resist.
yeah, maybe. These individual enemy battles are, I mean, I like how easy they are, but at the same time...
Yeah.
Not
one after another.
Interesting. So yeah, we got water, fire, ice, and earth.
Yeah.
See, it even said burning there, but it's not showing the symbol for burning, which is odd.
Weird.
I keep having Emon use mug.
Great move.
And, there we go. Like, if Thunderfist didn't get rid of it, all the status ailments would. Hey, okay, we got a couple of them in the same battle this time. Might actually be worth some super stances. I don't know.
Sure. Why not?
I feel like it's getting a bit boring otherwise. Fire trap. Technically fire trap drop. I'm not gonna have everybody do super stances though.
Yeah.
Water bomb. Jeez. Okay, well... Actually, you know what? I want to see what the conductor ball might do. Well, nothing if it gets hit by the trap. Get a little healing in here before the battle's done. So, while there's not much else going on, I might as well say this now. There's a slight chance that there will be a gap in some videos in the near future.
Yeah.
I have a trip planned to visit my family for my little sister's high school graduation.
Oh man, what are you doing? Get your priorities straight. I'm kidding. I mean, Matt's like pretty much the only one who takes time off out of the two of us, so I'm kidding. I just took 2 months off.
And I'm like, I don't think there would be concern about a gap were it not for, because you've mentioned maybe having some sort of traveling or something that you might need to do soon.
Yes,
well.
I actually am. Yeah, I'm gonna be away from home for a couple weeks as well. Now that we're talking about this, let me just confirm that we might have a gap. This is a little behind the scenes action here. Okay, so 1 week, 2 weeks. Yeah, we might have a little gap. That's okay. I think there's enough time. I'll try to like whip up a highlights thing for a couple series. Maybe if I don't, there'll be a gap, but I'll try to get some video out on those days.
Unless maybe one of us could get somebody else to join just them for a video or two while the other is away.
You know what? I think I'm not going to say who it is, but I have an idea of somebody who's always itching to make an episode of something. It rhymes with dent.
That was my suspicion. I actually had somebody I was in communication with on Twitter or whatever you prefer to call it recently, said he was looking to collab on some stuff, just generally speaking, and I responded to what he said. He didn't respond back on there, but you know, it might happen. Who knows?
It's actually perfect timing for my playthroughs because I just finished Moonlighter, so I could just play something else for a little bit. Yeah, that'll work out. I think that'll work out. That's a better idea because highlights, as fun as that would be a lot of editing and searching through the episodes. But yeah, there are some pretty hilarious moments, especially from like a Knight's Quest, because that game is just totally broken.
Yeah. Even just like kind of other short videos that maybe are more those kind of moments instead of, because most of ours tend to revolve around like the Bible verses and things we may have gleaned from them.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But I guess you'll see. Subscribe and find out what we decide to do.
Okay, so I'm going to intentionally... I will focus most of my attacking and whatnot on minor bot A, because I just confused bot B. And if I hit bot B while it's confused, it loses its confusion.
Okay. Maybe while we're going through this a little bit, I can get at the Bible passage as well.
Yeah, I really don't know how much of this there might be. Could take a little while.
So I was looking at this, and I couldn't decide on like one piece. Although, hold on a second. I'm just trying to decide. Okay, no, you know what? I will read one section and I'll just kind of explain, I guess, a little bit. So, basically, the context is this is Romans 11, and it's kind of talking about how, like, when Jesus died, there was kind of a lot of animosity between Israelites and Gentiles, especially because Gentiles were, part of this new covenant that had previously only been Israelite. And so it kind of maybe to them seems unfair or unjustified, and the Gentiles are very happy about it, and so there's some tension. And this kind of just dives a little deeper into that. So this is Romans 11, and I'll do 1 through 6. So it says, I ask then, did God reject his people? By no means. I am an Israelite myself, a descendant of Abraham from the tribe of Benjamin. God did not reject his people, whom he foreknew. Don't you know what Scripture says in the passage about Elijah, how he appealed to God against Israel? Lord, they have killed your prophets and torn down your altars. I am the only one left, and they are trying to kill me. And what was God's answer to him? I have reserved for myself 7,000 who have not bowed the knee to Baal. So too, at the present time, there is a remnant chosen by grace. And if by grace, then it cannot be based on works. If it were, grace would no longer be grace. Oh, well, let's see what story's going on here really quick.
They're just trying to get this train running.
Okay. So then, the whole chapter is kind of talking about this, how, did God reject the Israelites outright? No. They can also be saved just like the Gentiles. They're not a lower status, but they're also not a higher status.
Yeah.
And it even says, where is it? If the part of the dough offered as first fruits is holy, then the whole batch is holy. If the root is holy, so that was just an excerpt. But something that really I found interesting was that last verse there, verse 6. And if by grace, then it cannot be based on works. If it were, grace would no grace. And that's basically like, grace is the gift to us. And if it were based on works, then it would be kind of like, you do a good enough amount of works, then you earn this like status. Well, then it's not really a gift anymore. Like, then you're basically saying, well, I did enough that I deserve it. So then it's not really grace. So that's kind of interesting. And it just like carries into what I was saying. The people of Israel, they rejected God so many times, turned to foreign gods, and there's kind of almost this like stain among the people. But in the end, it doesn't really matter, because he brought everyone into the covenant and everyone receives grace. And at that point, it doesn't matter what you've done, because all is forgiven in the new covenant, assuming you have faith in Christ. So, yeah, I don't know. Whole thing's cool.
So, I have a bit of a thought. You might call it a theory of sorts.
A Bible theory.
That kind of relates to some of this. Some of the passage, I mean.
Okay.
So it mentioned at one point that that like the Jewish people that God foreknew them, right?
Yeah. Okay, I saw that too.
So in other passages of the Bible, when it talks about like predestination or God foreknowing or that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
these kind of passages make me kind of wonder if the other predestination type packages, what am I talking about? type passages are talking specifically about the Jews, Hebrews, Israelites, whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
Because, even before Jesus, before the new covenant was established, before a lot of things happened, they were specifically chosen as God's people. And if, the new covenant and the extra inclusion thereof doesn't make that invalid entirely, like if more people are just being brought into the covenant, then, all that stuff about the Israelites, like, that still stands.
Yeah.
And
That's
anything
true.
that was, sort of attached to that, you might say, comes along with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I am not saying that is like, the definitive answer or anything to that effect. I just
No,
it's
makes
a
sense.
thought that I've had when coming across passages of that sort.
Right. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think we've said before, like, we believe that ultimately the choice of being with God is your own, and that is free will, but I think it would be hard to argue that nothing is predestined. Like, some stuff had to be planned out and kind of orchestrated in a specific way.
Yeah. And I guess my thinking was because one of those predestination related passages specifically says those he foreknew he also predestined.
Yeah.
The use of the foreknowledge terminology there is what connected that in my mind.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. God did not reject his people whom he foreknew. Yep, that's interesting.
Okay, there are other enemies back here somewhere. They're like hiding behind the train, out of view. Yeah, so while all the Bible passage reading and other things like that were going on, I pretty much I got the train rolling, and there were a couple of like levels to navigate it through.
Okay.
With different ways of turning the track that gave me access to extra treasure as well.
Nice.
This seems like it's the final floor of all that stuff, though.
Yeah, it's just weird that it has like single or double enemies, no more than that.
there were 4 of them, and
Oh, okay.
had I acted quick enough, I might have fought all 4 of them at once.
I see.
But me be, me being more strategic gamer and wanting to try and assess the situation first, I kind of missed out on that chance. But yeah, I'm saving super stances until I encounter multiple enemies.
Okay.
It's not particularly worthwhile against just one, unless it's like a big boss enemy. Okay. Now we go over here. I think. Oh. One more button to press. See, like
okay,
this.
I thought that was Pat, but it was a group of enemies.
Now we've got 4 enemies. I'd say this is worth a little
Oh yeah.
super stance using, although maybe just a little. That dude's probably gone just from the trap and or the drowning. Although, do they actually physically move for their stuff? I don't know. Probably should attack one of these conductor bots, though, because they can add extra, like, defenses and stuff, I think. And, that attack isn't exactly nice either. Okay, I already have drowning on them. Let's try the frostbite S. Yeah, there's the extra defense. Oh well. Jeez, I just looked at the recording time, and it's been longer than I thought it was.
Yeah, we're almost to the end. All those status effects add up.
Wait. Alright. Was that all the enemies there? No, there's still 2 more. Alright, Quake. Fine. Just to speed things along a little bit. Yeah, some healing would be nice too, I guess. I don't want to go so far as to, like, throw the kitchen sink at him, so to speak, but I also want to not take too long with all this. Trying to maybe get to another save point or something. Oh, geez. There's more of the same thing. So it went down 2 different levels, and now it's gone back up 2 other levels. Really thinking I should have saved those super stances, and then I could have fought, like, all of those guys and had it not be a big deal. But oh well. Quake. I've been using Quake in case it stuns anything. Although I'm not sure these enemies can be stunned. Yeah, it says it right there, stunned immune. Well, that's unfortunate. Also, I find it kind of funny that the one attack is called Hammer Hammer. Like, literally, the minor enemies That's what their attack is called. No, let's try water bomb instead of quake. You'd think maybe, you know, a little bit of frying their circuits or something to that effect would happen if you use water against them.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not saying that's actually what I've seen, though. Just out of curiosity. I did not expect to learn anything there. I just thought I would see what happened.
Worth a shot. You know what? Nart is going to rest for a turn. So you could maybe do some healing. This should be an automatic critical. Yep. Okay, let's get some healing on Ive. She looks to need it the most. Why did that not really seem to help? Did she just take that much damage afterwards? I don't know. Okay, 4 more enemies, but we got some super stances ready. You know what? Let's try Electro Blast. Probably gonna save those super stances just in case. How did you miss, Ive? But yeah, I guess there's no thunder element that Taika has either. Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. I've got them electrocuted already. Let's try and get them drowning too, I guess.
Drowning. That was a lot of damage.
I'm not sure. What would that combo effect be called? Both electrocuted and drowning. Because we came up with boiling for the combination of, you know,
yeah.
drowning and burning.
That one, I mean, it just seems like you're shocked twice or something. That's not true. Nice. They are history. Oh, almost.
They're about to be. Because of the status effects.
One more.
One more random enemy here. Hopefully, this is the last one for a bit. Regen. Mon already has a little bit of regeneration on him, so that's why I used it on Ive instead. See, Thunder Fist deals extra damage, so it makes me think that maybe lightning attacks actually deal more to these enemies. I don't know.
Which is counterintuitive.
Another one of these to activate. How many levels are there to this whole train contraption? Okay, Hey, look at that. Save point.
Perfect. Perfect.
And I suppose that's a good enough spot to leave things off for now.
Yeah, otherwise we'll have a very long episode probably.
Yeah. So next time I guess we'll see where else this train goes. It looks like it might actually be leading out of this place.
Yeah. Cool.
Maybe, get more of the mile part of the underwater mile.
Yeah, true. Unless the mile was upwards because
Yeah.
we rose a lot.
All right. Well, anyway, tune in next time to see what happens from here.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Don't forget to subscribe and comment and like and do all that stuff.
Yeah.
But until next time, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.